in some cases, but in the majority of the cases, we've not seen it. And it's no wonder when I did see and, I heard the report that they were certain anomalies. I can tag them corruptions at play. Corruption, when we say corruption, I'm not just saying someone stole money. Corruption is when something is not done according to the law, because I termed it corruption and someone tried to correct me on that one. And, when I saw what I would term anomalies or corruption in Ahoada-West, I decided I'm going to have this conversation. I'm going to try to get to the root of it. And I tried to get to the root of it yesterday, but for some reason, the network did not let me. Now, the story is that, the local government has not paid the minimum wage for about 10 months. Promotion not feasible as it should, and so many other issues. So, but let me invite on the show via the phone line Mr. Wisdom Joshua, who is Ahoada-West local government staff. It's good to have you on the show, Mr. Wisdom. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Calada.
All right. So what really is the problem? Let's start from there. Let's start from the basics. What is the bone of contention in Ahoada-West?
Okay. The main issue in Ahoada-West right now is the non-payment of the 100% of our promotion arrears.
Promotion arrears, is that what it is?
The promotion arrears.
Okay.
We have promotion arrears issue. We have 10 steps loss. Like 10 steps means 10 years incremental steps that is not added to staff.
That's for promotion now, yeah?
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm not a civil servant, so you would have to break it down for me to understand. Are you saying that civil servants in Ahoada-West have not been promoted for 10 years?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, what are you saying?
What I'm saying in essence is the promotion has taken place, but the minimum wage that was approved by the state governor to be paid to civil servants in Rivers State. Now, in Ahoada-West local government council, the minimum wage, the add-ons that came into the salary that you were earning before.
Yeah. Okay, so minimum wage. Okay.
Yeah. Let me say, for instance, you are earning, let me say, 116,000 before, and by the virtue of the minimum wage, you are now earning 186,000. So there is an addition of 70,000 naira into your salary. So what we are saying is that when the government says it should take effect it's from April 1st, 2024, I mean. So from April 2024, the December, they did not pay that minimum wage add-ons. They started implementing minimum wage from January. So that is about, based on my calculation, is about 9 months. And Ahoada-West staff are crying that they should pay all that arrears. Other local governments have paid. Begema has paid. Other local governments like that have paid. So why can't they pay that money? And if you calculate that money, it's about 70,000. For instance, the person at this place that I'm giving you is instance of somebody who is at level 13. And can you hear me?
I'm listening to you.
Now, the instance I'm giving you, the instance of somebody who is at level 13 was earning 106,000 by the virtue of the minimum wage, not earning 186,000. And the increment that came into came with 70,000 naira. If you multiply it by nine months, we are having an amount of 630,000 naira. So if you keep this 630,000 naira, what are you keeping it for? When everybody's crying, you should pay all that area. It's our money. Okay. We are not begging you money from the council that you should give us. You should give us our statutory rights. That's what they're saying.
What other problem are you facing in that council apart from minimum wage arrears? What other issues are there?
Another issue now is Canada. Can you imagine that in Ahoada-West, people have stayed 10 years without receiving increment?
That means
10,
they have
10
not.
good years.
Why have they not received increment? Is it they have not been promoted? What's the reason for?
Increment is a step added to your salary every year of your service. Every year there will be a step added to your salary. So for 10 years, no step has been added. So if you multiply that, it should be like 10 steps. 10 years is 10 steps.
Why are they adding something to your salary every year? I do not understand.
It is normal civil service rule in the financial rules as regards to civil service. When you are working, at every year you work, there will be an increment, a little step added to you to grow up your salary a bit. A little step every year. That step is one step. And at every time a promotion comes, the promotion takes away 2 steps from your salary. Now, what I am trying to explain to you is where you are at step 8 already. For instance, you are level 13, step 8, and by the virtue of promotion, like the last promotion, people got up to 3 promotional levels. Now they got up to 3 grade levels to their promotion. So these 3 grade levels to their promotion they have taken 6 steps away from the step they have. So if you don't have step 8 already, and this is taken, what you may have now is step 2. While you are not supposed to be at step 2, because if those steps that are supposed to be given to you all these years has been given, maybe by the reduction of those steps, you will still end up finding yourself at step 9 or step 10, in fact. So that has got differences in salaries between the Ahoada-West and other local governments in River State.
All right. So apart from these 2 issues, promotion, or is it adding steps to salary structures? What other issue is there in Ahoada-West? So basically, it's just money issues, I guess.
And the other issues we have again is the inefficiency in payment of salaries. You come to pay salaries in the month before. We don't face this kind of situations in Ahoada-West. Some people are saying Ahoada-West since 2012. They have been working with other local government chairman and other principal officers. We will not be facing this kind of situation. The situation in Ahoada-West now is that this man is bad. This is not how it was before. You come to work and at the end of the day they pay salaries. Some people complain that they have not received salaries. How do you pay salaries? Some receive, some will not receive. What is happening?
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Wisdom?
Okay, you're free.
How productive is the civil service in Ahoada-West? How productive is that? The workers in Ahoada-West. How productive are they? What is the revenue generation like? Do they do their work excellently? Can you tell?
Yeah, they do. Staff of Ahoada-West do their work excellently. They come to work. If there was a time the people administration was there, we were forced to come and live in Ahoada-West and start coming to work. A lot of people came to rent houses in Ahoada-West and we live to work, and by suddenly we got used to it. We are living there. We go to work on a regular. Staff are coming to work. Yeah, the problem is when we come to work and call for a meeting, we should call for a meeting. We make move for meeting to come also can discuss these issues. They select people that will discuss the issues and tell the agenda they bring into the meeting. And by so doing, you will not be given the opportunity to discuss topical issues like this. And I must tell you, there is executive members of the union who are supposed to checkmate these issues like the Norgay. So the Norgay executive, the chairman and his members who are supposed to check these issues are adamant in these issues. And we have called for them to make a move so that these things will stop. They are being quiet. So the concerned members of the staff have come together verbally to say we are going to make a move to stop this whole thing. And we have decided that we're going to raise a letter to the Norgay chairman asking him to change into actions immediately for these situations to be resolved, for us to salvage this situation. And if you refuse to swing into actions, we are going to raise the petition against the local government chairman and the principal officers. So sending the petition to the state administrator and a copy to the commission and a copy to the ICPC or EFCC, letting them know the things are happening in our way.
All right. So before you go to the financial corruption agencies, the question I asked you is how productive the question is, how productive is Ahoada-West Council? And the reason is because I'm also thinking, could it be that the council does not have enough money to pay some of the things that your group is protesting about?
No, that's not true.
I'm asking. I'm not saying it is. I'm asking a question. Is it possible?
The council is very productive. The council is very rich. Okay, now the council allocation. I won't quote council allocation in the Republic right now.
Why wouldn't you quote it? I mean,
the council allocation. I know why. The council allocation is higher than Ahoada-East allocation. That's my bet. I know why I won't quote it right now. Presently, the council allocation is better and bigger than Ahoada-East allocation. But I look at Ahoada-East has paid all the organs, the areas, and every other things, including adding all the steps that are supposed to add. It's a system local government. So why can't Ahoada-West, whose allocation is higher than that, do the same thing? Why are we finding it difficult to do it? So this is why we are saying that is the problem. Ahoada-West is one of the local governments that earn high allocation in River State. If you can't Obiapo, can't Port Harcourt, if you can't Eche, you must count Ahoada-West in that list.
Okay. Who's responsible for payment of salaries? Is the local government chairman? Who are we supposed to hold responsible as of this moment now?
Okay, the salaries is supposed to be paid by the council, and the council is managed by the local government chairman and the principal officers. It is not managed by the local government chairman alone without the principal officers, and it is not managed by the principal officers alone without the local government chairman. These are the key people who manages the local government. It's the local government chairman and the principal officer. So if the salary comes, allocation comes, they go for the F&GPC meeting and discuss how money should be spent in the local government and how they'll be using according to the budget. But at the end of the day, they find it difficult to approve these areas for us. Okay, Mr. Kada, after the time we had a discussion with Wajobia, your sister FM, we now had a rumor, which I can't confirm, that they said, they are going to pay 30%. So why did you now accept now to pay 30% after hearing the move we made the last time? Why do you want to pay 30%?
So what are they paying? 30% of minimum wage arrears or 30% of 30% of your salary steps?
If you want to pay 30% of minimum wage arrears, what happens to the remaining 70%? Who are you remitting the 70% for? Who are you remitting it to? These are people's money. These are people's statutory rights. Why do you want to deny people their rights? The marginalization in Ahoada-West in current days is alarming. They are making these situations look so enigmatic, as if it is a problem that cannot be that. As if it's a problem, something that we don't have a solution to. It's simple thing.
So, sorry, Mr. Wisdom. Back to the question: who are we going to hold accountable? Is it? I know you said that the local government chairman works together with his councillors, to bring about payment or to, but
work together with the principal officer.
Okay,
the principal officers are the treasurers.
Treasurer, principal officers. You say so.
Yeah.
Who? Because a lot has changed since April of last year. Who is responsible? Who can we say? You say you want to write the EFCC, you want to write the ICPC. The news also carried that you want to protest. You've given it 2 weeks ultimatum, which is counting. You want to protest. Now, the question I'm asking is, who are we going to hold accountable to say, hey, why have you not paid them the minimum wage arrears? Why has there been no increase in their salary in terms of steps since 10 years ago? So why are we holding accountable right now?
The people who are going to hold accountable right away now is first the local government chairman, the present local government chairman being the sole administrator of the local government.
But it just came in some 4 months ago. He
can come into the government and change the policies or things that are following the best practices.
I see.
Other local government chairmen have been coming and be going and do things the way they're supposed to be doing. You can come in as a local government chairman and you make sure you follow the best practices. So why won't you come as a local government chairman and you leave the things that are supposed to be the practices that are ground, the best practices of the civil service, and you want to do yours? How? So you hold the local government chairman, responsible to this, the treasurer of the local government council, the LGA, that's the head of local government council.
Would you rate, the sole administrator of your council? How would you rate his performance in terms of, how he carries the people along, especially the people working in the council?
Oh, nice question. I must tell you, that I will rate him. I must be very categorical. I will tell you the truth.
Okay, what? Before you tell me the truth, I do have a very long commercial. We'll go for that commercial break. When just stay on the line. It's about 5-6 minutes. When we come back, we'll continue conversations with you. Please, just stay on the line.
Okay, I'm fine with you.
All right. All right, 5:34 p.m. It's almost time for another commercial, so I'm quickly going to go to the phone lines. I want to get your thoughts while I try to re-establish connection with my guest, because before the commercial break, I was about asking him what it is like working under the current Sole administration at the local level, or the Sole administrator for Ahoada-West. Now, the reason why I've had this conversation is so that we can use it as a reference point to the civil service in as many local governments out there, right? We've got 23 local governments in Rivers State, and I really want to know what it is like. Are the civil servants productive? Because usually when we talk civil service, we may not attach productivity to the conversation that we are having. So I really want to know, in your local government, if you are living in your local government, or you are very much conversant with what's happening in your local government, is the civil service very efficient? I'm talking about in terms of healthcare. I'm talking, maybe you want to get your identity card, for instance, or all the needed things that the civil service is supposed to do in your local government. Are they doing it? Are they doing it well? Are they productive? Are they generating revenue as they should? Because it's one thing to demand welfare, it's another thing for the local government to have the capacity to, pay for the welfare that you're demanding for. Now, I've got so many questions, right? But basically, what is it like? Is it, what's the welfare situation like in that local government civil service that you belong to? And how are you reacting to what's happening in Ahoada-West? Do you think there's one person who sits down somewhere and, like we're saying in our local parlance, taking his choppings, right? Is having his own court, so to say. 08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230007. But then when you look at it from the perspective of the civil service in general, how do we get our civil service to be functional? Now, in a climate where everything works the way it should, you would understand the importance of welfareism, because it brings about productivity. And if the civil service is productive, then there's the likelihood that the government, if it is if it's got vision, if it has got purpose, will be able to achieve goals and purposes and visions in good time. 92.3 Nigeria Info. Good evening, welcome.
Good evening, Canada.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
Wellington.
All right, Wellington, welcome.
Let me look at, you're talking about welfare and talking about productivity at the same time. Canada, if a civil servant is being paid well, I don't see any reason why he will be in town. He will be in his own community, because it will be cheaper there for him to function very well. It's a conscious, deliberate attempt for most of these local government chairmen not to treat their own brothers very well. It's a deliberate one, because you know these people. You know the look and cry, you know how they feed, the nature, the culture, and the traditions of that place. So I don't see any reason why they are due for promotion. You will promote them. The money came in, you will begin to turn around. You know what is your comparative advantage where you're going to invest to generate more revenue. It's because you're not thinking to apply for the job. If you apply for the job to become a local government chairman, you know your area. You know where you can generate revenue. You know where you can invest and then put money. In the next 15 years, you generate also amount of millions. You can create employment for your people. But because you don't want to do for your people, you decided to suffer them. It's a conscious wickedness. Let us be sincere.
All right.
For you to be a local government chairman, you must know your people. In fact, you know almost nearly 75% of the kinsmen, because you consult them before you become a chairman. It's a fact. So it's a conscious, deliberate wickedness that you just want to torture your people, and it's a very bad one. I think the people of that local government, or any other local government, including my own local government, to rise up to the occasion. When it comes to elections, be determined to who to govern you in your council and your councillor, so that we're able to make impact. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, Wellington. Thank you. It's good to hear from you. It's been a while. 92.3. Yeah, welcome.
Canada.
Yeah.
The Luga man from Eche.
A Luga man from Eche, welcome.
Yes, my brother Canada. This matter affects all the 23 local government areas in the state. But thank God for the people that speak out.
When you say it affects, I mean, is it the same in Eche?
My brother, in Eche here, it's even the worst.
How do you mean?
But nobody is speaking. Do you know that the sole administrator that we have today does not even come to the council? What he is after is, as the allocation comes, the godfather that nominated him will now call. They will all sit in the hotel and divide it the way they are supposed to be divided. Share it.
That's heavy. An allegation you're making on the show. Too heavy.
My brother, I know you will not believe us, but we are telling you the fact that before in fact, as long as month is ending, they are aware that look at the allocation is coming. They will call the store administrator. You see, we cannot go forward with this kind of things that is happening. A laborer is worthy for his or her wages. But in this area of this, more especially these our school administrators, their own is even the worst.
All right.
At least during the elected time of the previous local government chairman, we're not getting it so difficult or so maybe as we are getting it now. But I want to say, the school administrator in the state, even though Lugaman does not even recognize him, he should put his eye on the ground.
All right.
He has a very big question to answer.
All right.
Whenever he leaves River State.
All right. Look, man, thank you. I've got to move on now. I've got JJ from Rumigbo. JJ, greetings to you. Welcome.
Yes, so Canada, I greet your guest in the studio.
I greet you on behalf of my guest.
That there is a great disconnection between the administrators and the local government area and the people. Canada, today I was in Emoa local government, precisely Egbeda, and I saw some things that the former chairman, David Omereji, did. You know, there are some buildings inside that Egbeda, the police station and some other stuff. There are some buildings that the police will stay like quarters that is at the roofing stage. They've already put the roofing wood. Do you know that those wood are rotting away? What does it take to just for a local government council that receives so much allocation that cannot just overrun that roofing? The wood now, if you want to do anything, you have to remove that wood and bring it. Is that not wasteful? And so many others like that. The flooding, people were calling, oh, this, that. But you have your local government administrator that can do that. How much is one boogie that they cannot bring to clear the Interwagba Creek? There is a big gap between connecting the people and even the workers. It's like they treat them like their houseboy. Anytime they just think they bring money from their back pocket and say they are paid salary.
Right.
You don't even know the formula. It's not a good one.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. It's not a good one you say. Lieutenant, you ended that call there. Anyways, it's almost time for another commercial break. This is a conversation I think we'll continue to have. It's not something that we will just stop here. We've discussed with Ahoada-West. Hopefully we would be discussing with all the local government as time will permit or as the show will permit. But for now, I would say do stay tuned to 92.3 Nigeria Info. After the commercial break, there will be the major news at 6. Do stay tuned.